Wick, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal. E hoje a gente vai jogar um jogo novíssimo, mentira, a gente vai jogar The Stanley Parable. O jogo disse que eu tinha, como fala, que eu tinha zerado ele. Mas, mano, eu não acredito nele, tá? Eu vou tentar outros finais sim, porque como eu havia dito no outro vídeo, eu disse que a gente pode seguir todas as regras, a gente pode não seguir nenhuma regra e a gente pode seguir parcialmente ou não seguir parcialmente. Então, pode ter muito mais final do que aqueles lá que eu consegui. Eu acho que eu consegui 5 finais. Eu consegui 2 mortes. Não seguir nenhuma regra. Consegui seguir todas as regras. Foram 4, eu acho. Mas, mano, vamos lá, porque eu sou uma mulher que não desiste. Então, eu vou fazer como no primeiro vídeo. Eu vou tentar, tipo, fazer o que eu quero por enquanto, quando a gente chegar aqui nas 2 portas.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door and this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
O que eu ia falar? A gente vai chegar em até um ponto que ele tenta me fazer contornar a história, sabe? Que ele fala agora pra mim entrar na porta à esquerda. A gente vai entrar nessa porta. Porque na primeira vez eu tinha seguido reto pra aquele local, né? Então, ó, a gente pode fazer aquilo que ele falou ou descer aqui, né? E eu vou descer aqui. Vamos ver o que nos aguarda nesta descida, mano. Não faço a menor ideia, mas estou curiosa. Realmente, vagabundando.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go from here it's left.
Tá, ele disse que a gente tem que ir ali, mas a gente pode... Ai, mano, a gente não pode ir em nenhuma dessas portas, sério. Ah, que louco, eu não posso nem ir aqui. Ah, que saco, eu não quero...
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Que susto, porra. Meu Deus, nossa, ele...
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Não, eu não posso esperar, não. Você tá muito louco e eu não tô curtindo.
Let's see, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Tá. Bom. Ah, queria entrar no carro, mano. Mas beleza, então vamos descer. Olha só onde a gente tá chegando. Ah!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
Meu Deus, adorei tudo, mano.
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
Nós não saímos do caminho.
From the
não
top.
É assim que funciona. Ó, agora ele vai fazer a gente ir de novo, ó.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Tá,
Stanley
o que a
decided
gente
to go to the
pode
meeting room.
fazer de
Perhaps he had
diferente
simply missed a memo.
agora? Agora eu acho que a gente pode...
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Né?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere?
É que agora tem várias
Hold on.
portas.
I'm asking you. I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Susto, porra.
Let's find the story.
Vamos encontrar a história? É isso mesmo que você tá falando, menino? Tá, então vamos de unite, salame, mingue, o sorvete colorido escolhido foi você. Mas como eu sou teimosa, minha mãe mandou eu escolher esse daqui. Ok, então nós vamos para cá.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Mano, ele não me deixa fazer o que eu quero, que saco! Deixa eu fazer o que eu quero, porra!
All his co-workers were gone.
Me deixa em paz, eu sou uma mulher livre.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ai, mano, eu não perdi memo nenhum. Vai se fuder, eu quero fazer a história do jeito.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Mano, os vizinhos estão gritando, não sei porquê. Vamos pra casa, meu. Fica em casa. Que é isso? Olha, ele tá mandando a gente voltar. Olha, eu não lembro dessa xícara no chão, mano. Então, vamos voltar.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Mano, com
and retrace our
certeza.
steps.
Agora sim esse cara tá drogado, porque não é possível, mano. A história ele que escreveu e tá ferrando tudo.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Meu Deus.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Não.
But you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Muito obrigada.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Muito obrigada.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square.
Ah, tá,
and this was
vence de
not one of
maneira
those
correta
situations.
e justa.
Okay?
Fazer o que eu
I'm getting weirded
quiser.
out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ah, vai tomar no teu cu, mano.
All right, I've
The
got a
Stanley
solution. This
Parable
time, to make sure we don't get
Adventure.
lost, I've employed
Mano,
the
eu
help
tô
of
amando
the
esse jogo,
Stanley
vocês não têm
Parable
noção.
Adventure
Sério, eu acho que essa é a melhor
Just follow the
coisa.
line. How simple is that?
Esse é o melhor. É a melhor história que a gente tá tendo. Sério, não tô brincando. E olha aqui, o escritório parece que tá se desmanchando, sei lá. Esse é o melhor final que a gente tá tendo. Sério, eu tô adorando mesmo. A gente nunca tinha vindo aqui. Olha ali, mano, os caras jogando carta ao invés de trabalhar. KKK. Muito bom. KK. Mano, eu tô muito empolgada. Vocês não têm noção.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Com certeza.
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a
Pode
story?
ser.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the
Deus, ele
nature
tá
of life
falando-
itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
Isso
Hang
aí.
on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Música. Mano, esse cara tá realmente muito drogadão. Sério, não é possível. que essa é definitivamente a melhor parte. Nossa, eu tô me sentindo uma criança, tô adorando tudo que ele tá fazendo.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Qual samambaia?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Belíssima samambaia, gostei muito. Muito linda, planta no escritório. Legal. Agora, beleza, estudamos. Não sei se lembro dela direito, mas...
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Ferrou de novo, hein? Hahaha.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through...
Reiniciar de novo!
No, I can't take this anymore. To
Mano!
hell with it. Restart.
Meu filho, entenda! Ai, nossa, mano, eu tô sentada em cima da minha perna, já tô ficando cansada já, mas olha...
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Qual? Pode ser, então.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Eu quero que...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Só não reconheça ela. A última vez que ele falou sobre ela era nossa esposa, aparentemente. Mas agora eu não sei do que ele tá falando.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our
Ai,
control.
mano, que
How
eu
important we mustn't
faço?
squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Tá bom.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds
Pelo amor
with
de
that
Deus, moça, eu não tô te
reverse
entendendo
door's
mais. Eu sou
origin.
devagar,
So
vai com
starting from the
calma.
right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
Mano,
Our destiny
a gente pode
awaits.
seguir ele. Oh, eu achei que a gente podia...
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Sim.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Esquece.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I
Porque
get a say in
não,
all of
mano.
this?
Você é
Is it really-
muito egocêntrico pro meu
No, it
gosto.
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Olha as portas.
Whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Não sei, mano.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story.
Mais ou menos.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
Olha, eu acho
they're always
que
saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
É.
Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have
isso, meu Deus? Ai, foi reiniciado de qualquer jeito. Oh, ignoraram totalmente tudo
all of his co-workers
que ele falou.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perdeu um memozinho.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Então,
perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Entendi.
Wow. Yes.
Tá, aquele foi o final que
But
ganhamos.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Se eu entro aqui, a gente desce naquele troço, né? Eu acho que eu vou tentar fazer aquele do telefone, mana. Se a gente atender o telefone, o que vai acontecer?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Sim,
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Quase caí sem querer.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Eu não estou negligenciando ninguém, mas eu vou descobrir quem é que ele tá falando que a gente está negligenciando.
I'm asking for her.
Tá bom.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Tá. Vamos atender.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Atende.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Ó, atendemos. E aí? 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Tá, então, a gente ouviu uma voz feminina dizendo: "Ah, Stanley, eu já vou, me desculpa por te fazer esperar, querido, não sei o que, não sei o que lá." E daí ela disse: "Ah, eu quero que você entre e me conte sobre o seu dia, não sei o que, não sei o que lá." E daí o narrador disse: "Ah, você achou realmente que você tinha uma amada esposa, que você tinha alguém pra dividir a vida? Agora eu vou te mostrar a verdade, o que é real."
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Ele disse: "Me desculpe, mas essa é a minha história agora." E eu não sei porque tá sem a legenda. Ai, porra, ai, pelo amor de Deus, mulher,
This
sério
is a
aqui.
very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
É a péssima história da morte de um... hoje é uma triste história de um empregado chamado Stanley.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Tá, ele disse que a gente é um trabalhador que não vale nada, praticamente. Foi basicamente isso que ele falou. E que a gente é inútil e que o nosso trabalho Nossa, eu não lembro, mano. Eu não sei porque tá sem legenda, sério. Mas eu vou deixar aí. Ele diz praticamente que o nosso trabalho não vale nada também. Que a gente não faz nada no nosso trabalho. Ó, vou apertar o G agora. Ó, agora sim, ó.
Doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Tá bom.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Ué, por que não, né?
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen
Nossa,
to
muito
him.
obrigada. Vê para assistir a TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one
Oi,
day
moça,
while at
tudo
work,
bom?
he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Terrivelmente. Tá bom. Ué, eu apertei 3.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Sim,
At last,
por que não, né?
twice, it barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Mano, definitivamente esses são os 2 melhores finais que a gente tá tendo de Stanley, sério.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Eu não vi nenhum
It was
bebê.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
Leve.
Surely there's an
Livre,
answer
quer
down
dizer.
some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Nós tentando achar cada vez mais um caminho.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as
Entendi.
long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Tá bom. Então eu não vou apertar. E aí? Será que vai mandar eu apertar? Eu acho que não vai sair, daí a gente vai ter que apertar. E daí ele vai dizer, ai, viu como eu tô certo? Nhanhanhanhanhan, eu quero ser o melhor Stanley. Tá, então eu vou apertar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Não posso
How can
fazer
I get him to see
nada.
what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Não vou questionar
I
nada.
suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I
Ele vai
must.
tentar mais uma
Perhaps, well,
vez.
maybe this time he'll see.
Ah,
Maybe this time.
talvez dessa vez.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
Isso foi pesado, mano. Eu não gostei não, hein? Achei bem feio. Tá bom, está tudo normal. Mano, eu acho que esses foram realmente os dois melhores finais que a gente teve de Stanley até agora. E eu vou continuar esse caminho aqui, eu só vou primeiro colocar a bateria pra carregar porque ela já tá acabando. Então, esse vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Muito obrigada se você assistiu até aqui. Deixe seu like, seu comentário se você gostou do vídeo. Se inscreva aqui no canal se você ainda não é inscrito. E é isso, muito obrigada e até o próximo vídeo. Tchau!
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without
Nossa, não, eu ia desligar, mas só um momento. Olha só o que tá acontecendo.
And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe.
Ai, mano, eu não sei como pausar. Ai, vou mandar então, pera.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
É. Ai, mano, eu quero ir logo pra bateria não acabar.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Não, não quero.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Tá,
well.
o que a gente pode
Perhaps he
fazer
wanted to stop
agora,
by the
mano?
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ai, mano, eu não sei o que
The lounge was
mais
sublime,
diferente.
a work of art. But
Olha.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ai, eu vou entrar.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
A gente pode ir ali ou pode ir aqui? Tá, não. Então, vou aqui mesmo.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Acho que agora tem
Feeling
como
a
dar uma
wave of
mudada.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Agora eu vou
office.
descer.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
A gente já tinha feito esse final,
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He
mas
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for
a
that.
gente não
And in
tinha.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously
fica
out of existence in a single moment for
repetindo.
no reason at all.
Tá, mano,
None of it
então.
made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet?
Tá,
when
isso a
he
gente
looked
já
down?
viu, então, mano,
Why did
eu vou deixando
doors
esse vídeo
close
por aqui,
automatically
então muito
behind him
obrigada se
wherever
você
they
assistiu
went?
até aqui.
And for
Deixe
that
seu like,
matter,
seu comentário
these
se
rooms
você
were
gostou do
starting to
vídeo,
look
se
pretty
inscreve aqui no
familiar.
canal se
Were
você
they
ainda
simply
não é inscrito. E é
repeating?
isso, muito obrigada e até
No,
o
Stanley
próximo
said to
vídeo.
himself,
Tchau!
this is all too